everybody, we're out here at SHOT Show 24 and with Fix-It Sticks, and Josh here is going to talk to us about the new stuff that just came out. It's pretty exciting. Josh, what do you have?
So we have a couple different things right now. So I'm going to start off with two kits that are older, but just to lead into that. Okay. So we have our rifle optics with all-in-one. This has been a staple. This is our #1 best-selling kit. Okay, this comes with the torque limiter that does 15 to 65 inch-pounds, an assortment of bits, and our T-handle. And then we have its cousin version of that, which is this 4-limiter kit, which has the dedicated torque limiters, so you don't have to watch, you just know exactly where you're going, you do that. And what we've done is now we've elevated these, and we've gotten cases now from Nanook, branded, says Fix-It Sticks on that, so you can know what it is. It's crush-proof, waterproof, dust-proof. And then when we pop that open, it's got a custom cut laser cut foam, and we also make the exact same one for the 4-limiter, just slightly different layout, of course.
And I like this because, like, somebody like me, I'm hard on gear. It's I will take my gear bag, toss it into the truck, and I'm just not gentle.
Just not gentle.
Just not gentle. So something like this is great for me because I'm looking for, well, I mean, come on, I put armor around my cell phone to just childproof it so I can use it. And this is kind of the same thing. It's going to protect this. Plus, for me, I'll be outside. Just because it starts raining doesn't mean I'm coming in.
Right.
Which,
Exactly.
that way, if this is sitting out, I don't have to worry about, like, I got to get right in.
Close the kit up. You could be on a hunt somewhere. It could be in the bottom of your pack. Get set down, you leave it at the base of a tree stand or something, whatever. You don't have to worry about your gear getting crusty and dirty and everything else.
And what's nice is since it's the Nanook case, it's not like you guys went cheap on it. I mean, you guys went, okay, what's the best out there?
And Nanook actually just moved production of these to Canada, so it's Canadian-made case.
Cool.
From them. So these are two best sellers. This is going to be $166 MSRP.
Okay.
All right, normally this is $120, so you get a little bit more for that, and it's like $234 for the 4-limiter version in the hard case. Next, I'll bring us on, so going back to the same vein of the original rifle optics kit, we have our new, you can see now there's a double zipper with this, so this is our new Hunter kit.
Okay.
So the Hunter kit is the exact same kit, but now we've included the ratcheting T-handle, and this T-handle also comes apart. You can use it for leverage, but this is going to come into play later with something, and I'll explain what that is. So what makes this a hunter's kit? So with this, you have all your basic tools. After you've been out at the range, hunting, major kill, whatever, close that up, open up the other side.
You can clean it.
A rubberized coating inside here so that it will not foul and gum up your tools. They're completely separate. This is a Hoppy's bore snake.
Good.
Hoppy brand, so it's sourced directly from them. Then we have our puller, and this is where that comes in handy with that, is you would slide the brass ferrule through here and it locks it in.
Okay.
And then you pull that back. Now you can pull that through the bore.
Because that's the problem with bore snakes is you're grabbing onto
or you're
a
wrapping
rope.
them around your hand.
And if you're doing this in the field, your hands might be wet or anything like that. So now I can just grab it and just
you're not going to pull anything off of that. So
basically, I'm starting a lawnmower at that point.
Exactly. So that's the nice thing with the Hunter's kits. The Hunter's kits are about $190.
Okay.
They're going to be available in 5.56, 22 5.56, and 30 caliber.
So just about anything you'd use out in the field.
Some of the most common stuff. So I mean, at 30 cal, you're into big bore rifles, things of that nature. And as things progress, if we do well with them, we can eventually move on to other 6mm and some of the more PRS friendly things like that. I'm going to move on now to our next thing. This was a magnificent innovation here. So this is a sight pusher.
Okay.
So the sight pusher, what's really nice, it's got laser engraving, so these numbers are not going to wear off. It's not painted on. And then to use this, what I usually tell people is I usually lock it up. So I just loosen it, grab the knob, and that pulls open. It's got the flipper. Then normally what I would do is I would turn this so that it tracks and bring it to 2 in the middle.
Okay.
Then you loosen this knob, and this is, if you kind of hear, it's ratcheted. So once this is at 2, you kind of get this into the dovetail, slide that up, twist it, lock it in place, and what's going to end up happening is that's how it's going to look locked on.
Awesome.
So you're going to have that locked on there. You can use our T-handle. It could be the locking one like we have here. You could do it with a standard, or if you have just a 1/4-inch drive screwdriver in your toolbox, it'll work too, but it does require something else with it.
Okay.
And then depending upon which way you kind of want to go, you'll be able to either drift this way or flip it the other way, and then it'll drift the other way. Mileage will vary. Obviously with Glock it works perfectly. Sure. Most sights that have dovetails will work perfectly with. The only sight that I would say offhand right now you will not push with this is
XD?
Springfield.
Yeah, XD. Because I mean, you know, for me, I have big sight pushers back at the shop, and even they struggle with some of the XDs.
And then, so just to kind of reiterate with us and everything, what we do is we bring a benchtop experience to the field for you. So while there's merit and a reason to have big sight pushers at your house, you know, this is a field thing. I mean, this folds right up into your pocket, and you know, if you're running pistol courses, maybe you have a new shooter that you're training and they're shooting off center. You just need to nudge that sight. Why stop? Why make them have a bad day when you can just adjust this slightly and go forward? So,
because like for me, when I go shoot, like for competition shooting, I take it. I'm a benchtop guy. Like I have my big sight pusher in case somebody has a sight needs to push. I have you know, boxes of tools, and it's nice to see things get compact like this where I don't have to carry 50 pounds of bench tools.
Of bench tools. And that's the whole thing. There are certain things that we just will never replace. Some of that being like a full-on armor's wrench. We have a castle nut wrench, which will keep you shooting, but you're not going to torque it to spec. It's not going to happen.
We're not building in the field. We're maintaining
exactly.
in the field.
So having something like this here that you can see is super light and small, easy, can fit into most any. I mean, if you had this case right here, just throw it in here basically and zip it up and it goes.
If anything, that thing would probably fit in the coin pocket of your jeans.
It does. Yeah, it would. So any of those there, and I mean, we're looking at $100 MSRP.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, you would easily spend twice that on a sight pusher.
Or if you're going to go under that, you're probably not going to get what you want.
Yeah.
It's going to be the quality of what you pay.
Yeah, and I've had cheap sight pushers, and I've had to go buy good sight pushers because, you know, I Cerakoted a slide, and the sight pusher actually marks up the slide. Yeah. Because they're tube stock, you know, they're really crappy. And that's what I like about this being, I mean, this is all machined.
Right.
So, and it's light.
Yeah.
It's so light. That is so light.
And it's very easy. There is a bit of a learning curve for me personally, I found, getting everything squared up to get it on. But once you kind of figure out how to do that and you learn it, it's super easy.
But honestly, you have that with every sight pusher.
Yeah.
Every sight pusher has a learning curve to how to use it. So it's no different than what we already see in the market of, hey, you just got to play with it a little bit and then you're ready to go.
Exactly. So that's our sight pusher. That's brand new for this year. Then we have this. This is a brand new kit. So as you know, we've done field armorers kits. We did our pistol armorers kits. And that pistol armorers kit is our Glock kit, SIG kit, and handgun optics kit with armor's block and things like that. So we took that concept, a partner that we do work with who uses our products a lot is Team One, who does armor's trainings. And they wanted something kind of for carbines, and that kind of gave us the idea to kind of go forwards with this on our own. And so we did this. So this kit here comes with your 1/2-inch socket, your takedown T-handle, a punch holder, which is just an extension also for this. And then we also have a brass hammerhead insert. Nice. So when you want to work with that, we have a armorer's block. Now the armorer's block as well has the channel in here, so you can set a slide down. If we were going to be mounting optics or anything like that, it'll kind of fit into the channel in that.
Awesome.
The other nice thing is with this, we have a new redesigned magnetic parch tray. Okay, but what's interesting with this parch tray is it also nests now. So now it's captive essentially. So when you drive a pin out, you don't have to worry about it bouncing out.
So if this tips or something like that, it's staying right there.
Yeah, and this the parts tray is removable. It's all in Velcro.
Right.
Okay. This one here comes with the all-in-one torque limiter of 15 to 65 inch-pounds. Then on the back side here, so now we go back to our bits, the most common bits that you're going to find. This was a new tool that we created here, so if anybody's ever tried to take apart an ejector on a bolt face,
right,
you need to have a press. So you drop your bolt in here, you'd screw this in, this would push back that plunger, allowing you to drive the pin out, fully disassembling your bolt from your extractor and everything else. And this comes with AR-15 and AR-10.
See, I like that you do the AR-10 because a lot of people, they forget about the AR-10. It's like every time I see a toolkit, it's like, this is for the AR-15. It's like, great, what about the AR-10? And,
so we're covering everybody in this.
Awesome.
This is also our new, this is going to be a running change with us. We have a new parts holder that allows you to reach your finger in to push easier. Cool. It's a rubberized coating, so it's nice. It has an A2 sight adjuster. It has AR-15 and AR-10 bolt scrapers. So the bolt scraper for the BCG is with the firing pin cleaner and with the bolt itself to clean with that.
Yep.
So nice and easy. With that, you have a brass non-marring scraper, dental pick. Here's that castle nut wrench I was telling you about. And then this is also a new tool. So this one here would work with like our holder. So we would kind of do this. Slide that around for a second. That's how I'm gonna kind of do that. So we'd put that into here. Then we would use our hammer. So when you have an AR platform, your bolt releases that paddle on the side. You need to have a special punch that's machined out to get over.
Because you actually cut away from it.
Right. So here, this piece of plastic is for non-marring, so we're not going to kill your finish.
Okay.
You're going to set that in there, and then you'll be able to reach in here and drive out that pin, and it's a roll pin. So it's got the roll pin punch on that as well, and that's going to allow you to disassemble and work on something in the field.
So, because it's funny, we never really think about that, but what happens if our bolt catch does go down?
Exactly. And what do you do then?
What do you do then? Because we don't know. I mean, we have springs and stuff behind that. We have that detent.
Which kind of leads me into my last thing of new things, more or less for the new year now, is we have these vials. These are going to come in 3-packs. Okay. Mops, brushes, parts, screws.
Right.
I'm waiting to find out. I have to do some sizing and everything. I believe that I'll be able to have a complete AR-15 spare parts kit in this.
That would be cool.
Because it's about the size of the hammer.
Right.
I think I can get a firing pin in this. You can get your buffer tube detent and your selector detent, extra springs, all those kinds of things can fit in there. And these will also have 1/4-inch sections, so if you have a spare slot by chance in one of our kits, or at least just put it in like that over there in a kit like that, and you won't have to worry about losing anything.
That is great. That is great because, we think about the tools, but we got to have the spare parts to go with us.
Right.
Because I can have the tools if I don't have the parts. I'm dead in the water anyway. Right?
ARs go down, firing pins break, parts wear, and it can ruin your day at a range. It could ruin your hunt, and in some cases, some of these guys that might own these are life and death scenarios where they need to have a weapon back up and running.
Right. Awesome.
So that's what we do. So that's what's new from Fix-It Sticks at the moment for SHOT Show 24.
Cool. This is some really well thought out tools. I mean, you've always had good, thought out tools, but now we're taking this to the next level of making it convenient, having everything you need, and like I said, kid-proofing it for me. This is great. Joshua, thank you so much for taking your time.
My pleasure, Jason. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great show.
You as well.
Thank you.